Alright folks, it's one of those GGZII videos where I sit down, there's no formal topic or anything, and I just open myself up to the world of YouTube and we see where it takes us. So today, I'll say the reason I do these videos is it's a nice way for me to put myself out there. I think one of the mistakes I made when I did YouTube earlier was you would have some videos that did well, some videos that didn't do so well, things would go on, and people wouldn't know you, meaning me. So, although at times I've had a very successful channel, probably much more so than right now, and if I'm being honest, like back in the day, been one of the top subscribed in the UK. That's the thing that I've got on my old channel. All of these like accolades, all of these things, you would get like, oh, most viewed gaming video in the UK this week. YouTube was a ton smaller, and I was really on the ball. But I never had in fairness, I can't kick myself because I didn't. I never had the vision or the scope to see that it could be something bigger. And I never really, like 99.9% of people just made videos and just had a good laugh with it. And that was it really, wasn't it? There was no major goal. There was no like, I need to be more consistent. I need to do the algorithm. There was none of this. You just made the videos and had fun. And I had a wonderful time. But I never really put myself out there as a person. So when somebody got bored of the type of video I was making, or the game I was playing, they would never check back. You know what I mean? Because they didn't get to know me. They didn't have any connection. There was no interest. Meaning, if you, I don't know, for an example, like stumbled across my StarCraft videos or something, you might like StarCraft, you might have been enjoying my videos, but the way I did all of my videos was I was very shy and I was very worried about putting my personality out there, because I was like, well, I know if people like the game and I do good gameplay, people will watch. If I do the game and I've got a really awful personality, or I'm not brave enough, or I don't want to speak on camera, I was like, well, this might turn people away, and I didn't want to do that, so I played it safe. And all of my games, apart from a few videos, there are a few videos out there that some of you will know, they were very formal, very serious. And in fact, one of the reasons at the moment I guess I'm not disliking my channel but having questions is all of my videos today are very formal, very serious, and I feel like that's not, I guess it's not really representative of me. I mean, I do like to be formal and I do like to discuss things, but there is a side of me that I do like a really good laugh, and I think on stream people find that. And I find that hard to put on video because you don't get a live reaction. If I crack a joke and it doesn't get a reaction within a second, it's hard to see on a video, isn't it? So sometimes I don't really do that, and it's why most of my content is quite serious, I guess. So, I mean, recently I've been playing a few other games, namely off stream, off YouTube. I've played some like Fall Guys. What else was there? I had a thing going on in my brain there. Fall Guys, Tactics as well, and some other games. And when I've completed them or I've had a good session on them, I feel like that was like fulfilling. I was like, you know what? It's pretty good. I enjoyed that. Maybe I learned something. Maybe I had fun. Maybe other people were having a good laugh. And I feel like burnt out on Gears 5. And I think if anybody understands how much time I spend, they'd probably understand. Like today, I haven't technically done much work, but since 9 in the morning, I edited 2 videos. And at the same time, I had a little stream going. Now, it's not a big thing. It's not a difficult thing I'm doing. But to constantly have your attention and like sort of have the energy to constantly be up for talking and smiling and being fun and being a bit of a host. I try, although I'm not an incredible show host, I'm not an incredible stream host. If you compare my streams from 2 years ago to now, they're so much different, and I really work hard on trying to think I never normally do this, but I try to think now, like, if someone's sat at home watching, is this actually worth watching? Which sounds like an obvious question, but a lot of the times I never used to do that. In fact, most of the time. So I do try to be up, animated a lot more, and it's why my streams are shorter now. I find that a 2 to 4 hour stream, I can get much more excited and much more energetic and generally do better gameplay and have it flow well than drag it out for 9 hours and it just kind of be like a marathon where there's certain ways that you get support. I guess there's a couple ways. Obviously, you're fantastic gameplay, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Fantastic personality, there's all that stuff. There's also the side of it that's longevity. If you're just on all of the time, you're probably going to get more viewers, more subscribers, more comments. Because you're on. If someone's looking in that section, the longer you're in it, the more chance you have of being discovered. But that also has the flip side of what can happen a couple of years ago. You can kind of get lost in the sense you're spending all of your time streaming or all of your time making videos, and you're not really looking at the bigger picture or working on things. And just because you're online a lot doesn't mean anybody's going to discover you. You only need to look at me on League of Legends, I could play League of Legends. I used to play 15 solo queue games a day for an hour. It would be 16-hour streams every day for a year. No one's going to find you because if you don't have that reach somewhere else, no one's going to scroll down there. So unless you're in a tiny section that's kind of popular and you're on all of the time, you're not really going to have anybody find you. Now, my numbers, to be 100% transparent with you, I average 12 viewers, which is, in the grand scheme of things, nothing. But compared to a year ago, that's 12 times the amount of views. Now, I'm not saying this would happen, but if for some unbelievable, staggering reason that increase happened again for a year, what's that, 144 views? Then you've got some traction. Then you're okay, we could even play a different game and people might tune in. Now, I do not ever expect to average 100 viewers. That to me is you're a top streamer. I mean, I know to most it's not, but my scope, my expectations are, I don't expect anybody to tune in ever. So when somebody tunes in, I'm holy shit. And getting back to the Gears 5 thing, sometimes when you do something and you put a lot of effort in and you don't get that immediate buzz back, it does drain you a little bit. Now, recently, my Gears 5 streams have actually been very, very fun, and they've been short. And sometimes I feel bad because I'm I could be on longer. And I try to remember and remind myself that, listen, sometimes it's better to do a good 2-hour show for the evening than it is to do a 5-hour show that has 2 hours of good bits and 3 hours of just what is this, queuing in games, not talking, been boring. Because the more 2-hour good bits people see, if I just do a 2-hour show and it ends, they might be more likely to come back. If I'm in the middle of a 5-hour show and hour 4 is very boring and they click my channel and go, God, this is boring, they might remember the username and be next time they see me, I'm not going to check in that guy. I remembered last time that guy's boring. Because I do that sometimes, on the Gears section or other sections, I'll look at some streams, I'll kind of remember the username, it won't be interesting to me, and then I won't click them again. So I guess by constantly doing good content, that's all that people see. Which, I mean, not really mind blowing, is it? But when you think about these things, you realise it. Getting on to the point with Gears 5, I've had some really good streams recently, and I'm not bored of the game, but making content on it and streaming it is kind of burning me out. Now, you've got to understand from my perspective, I don't have any viewers if I leave these two sections. So although people say, oh, go play a different game, I'll probably lose like 90% of my viewers. You know, because most of you are here for Gears 5. And we're in this weird area where everybody that sort of comes to my videos tells me that, oh, I'm bored of Gears 5, but I still enjoy your videos. And then it's kind of like, I'm thinking, well, I'm kind of bored of Gears 5. But you enjoy my videos, so I should make some. So there's this, like, change in mental that's happening at the moment where I'm not ditching Gears 5, because there are some people that, shall we say, have jumped to COD, jumped to Rogue Company, jumped to this, Among Us, jumped to Apex, whatever. And let's be honest, we know they're not going to stay there. They're just going to grind the hype out and move on to the next thing like every other streamer does. What I'm trying to find is not a new game, but a way to showcase Gears 5 or something in a way that's fun. I believe I'm doing that a little bit. Somebody yesterday came in my stream and was like, mate, you're doing a great job. You're way too harsh on yourself. Maybe I am, but that's just me. But there's a lot of times where, like today, there's a dev blog happening, right? I've been editing since 9 a.m. I finished at about 3 o'clock. It wasn't the fastest editing, you know, it wasn't the most complex, but I got the 2 videos out. I looked through the 2-3 hours of footage, rendered it all, voiced it all. We got it done whilst I was chatting to viewers, having some conversations. It's now 5 o'clock. I'm getting ready to make food, and I'm beginning to think about streaming. What am I going to stream? You know, getting myself ready for that, getting my energy up, thinking, you know, I've got to be fun, entertaining. What am I going to do? Because I don't want it to drag. These are things that I would never, ever think of before. And this is a good and a bad thing. This is obviously good because it means that I'm feeling like you're giving me something and I need to give back. And that's a great feeling because when somebody supports me, I'm like, okay, this guy subbed yesterday. This guy gifted a sub yesterday. Bro, I can't just like slouch, sit back and collect, you know. I need to improve. That's what I'm always about. I'm always about improving. You know, that's what I'm always thinking about. So it's kind of full time. I've kind of accidentally ended up doing this full time. And although my figures don't reflect it, I am putting effort in like it is full time. And I hope that's come across. There's going to be a lot of Gears Tactics content coming soon. I'll probably announce that, but for those that have stayed this time, I appreciate it. And the big thing for me is keeping my mental game up there. Meaning, I just finished that stream and that editing, and I got my 2 videos done, and I came downstairs, brought this laptop downstairs to watch a show, grab a drink, put some food in, and all I could think about was how that wasn't good enough. That's literally all I could think about. And it's not some woe is me. I'm just telling you how my brain works. Like, I was walking down the stairs carrying my laptop and I was like, you didn't edit fast enough. The edit wasn't good enough. Whilst you were editing, there was sections of your stream that was massively boring. Not good enough conversation. Not good enough interaction. You know, what the hell was that, mate? What were you thinking? Don't do that again. That's what my brain was telling me. I'll be honest. So I sat down and I thought, you know what I'm going to do? Because this is something that I've found really helps motivate me. Is when I feel like this, just come out and say it. It allows YouTube, Twitch, whoever views this to understand my personality. It allows me to breathe and just, you can see the process. I'm a real person, you know. It's not a facade. It's not a YouTube facade. This is a channel around me. And I'm hoping that when that game comes along, when that thing comes along, maybe I end up wanting to review products. Maybe I quit. Maybe I play Fortnite, whatever it may be, throwing out random things there. Whatever it may be, I'm hoping that I've shown enough that when you tune into something from that, it's going to be worth your time. So I'll tell you what I'll do. We have got, if I look on my channel right now, if I go to my channel, go to manage videos, I've also just remembered what I was talking about, so I'll quickly talk about that. The dev stream is happening, and I'll be honest, like I said in that video a few weeks ago, if there's nothing interesting for you, I'm not going to cover it. Maybe if there's small sections of it, I'll just chop that up rather than doing the entire dev blog. But these 1 hour dev blogs that my channel sort of became known for, that's where I got a lot of attention from, a lot of comments. They're not good. Like, doing an hour video and forcing you to watch an hour video that doesn't have a ton of tactics ain't that great. Like, a ton of tactics, sorry, I was looking at my home screen, that doesn't have a ton of content isn't great for me or you. I don't want to force you to watch some rubbish. So if there's no content there, I'm not going to make the video. It doesn't mean I haven't thought about it. It doesn't mean I haven't watched all of the footage and decided whether to include it or not. I'm always doing that. I hope you know that. There are some big Gears channels that just sit back and they don't grind. There are some channels that can just throw out a video and get 2, 3, 5, 10k views like it's nothing. I'm not as known in the Gears community to be able to do that. So all I can say is, whether it's come across or not, for the past year, I've tried to outwork everyone. That's all I've got, bro. That's all I've got. I probably don't have the best gameplay, for fact. I don't have the best quality. I'm playing on low settings on a shitty PC. It's not even 60 FPS. I don't have the best analytics. Like, I don't upload probably at the right time. Yesterday, I realised that all of my viewers, apparently, shout out to you, are from California. So, there's a lot of Californian people watching, apparently. So, welcome. I do all of this, and I'm not the best at everything, but I can be consistently there and try my best. And it's me. And I'm unapologetically me. Meaning, my content isn't that unique. There's nothing I'm doing that's special, but what I can say is it's me. And that makes it unique because there ain't anybody like me. Not been big-headed to say, wow, I'm great. I'm just saying, literally, if you're always yourself, your content is going to end up being unique because it's yourself. So that's what I'm trying. Now, looking at my figures right now, it's 1,000 views, which in the grand scheme of things, again, drop in the ocean. In fact, my views used to get 5,000 to 6,000. Since Gears of War's died off, I've lost probably 5 times my views. And if I look at comments, 40, 50, 40, 20, 20, 20, 50, 157 was a good one, 40, 40, 49. So if I look at that and then I compare it to, say, way back in the day, I'm not getting pushed into the algorithm as much because people aren't commenting as much. Is that my content been worse? Am I not engaging you enough? Is it me, not producing the right content that generates comments? Is it just Gears of War's dead? And also bear in mind, what I'm really trying to avoid right now, I'm really trying to avoid a situation that happened in Gears of War 1. When Gears of War 1 died, everybody was like, move on, or whatever Gears it was, I can't even remember. Gears is dead, move on. I'm really wary of telling you, Gears is dead, move on. Because obviously you're my viewers, I don't want you to move on. That's not me saying, play a bad game so you can watch me. I don't want you to move on, because I don't feel like the game's completely done. I feel like there is a chance there. And I feel like maybe I am hesitant to say move on. And maybe I'm hesitant to move on because I feel like if I suddenly stopped uploading Gears 5, I'm done, you know? So, for example, some people call some people shills in the community. But, like, just, you gotta realise, man, like, if they're paying their bills with Gears 5, they're doing better than, like, everybody else. And if they have to do a certain type of video to do that, you gotta respect it. You gotta understand it. Now, you can say, listen, I wish you did another type of content, you know, I wish you did another type of content, but, you know, when you've been on my side and you've really tried, sometimes, like, you get a newfound respect, and sometimes you get less respect for certain people. Like, some people, you'd be like, oh, I don't really have any respect for this person, you know, this is ridiculous. But once you've been the content creator side, you're like, oh, I get it. And then when you've been in the content creator side, you'll see somebody with a really good position and they're not doing anything, and then you see them moaning all the time, like asking for stuff, and you think, bro, you're not even doing the basics. As I look through now, 6 of my most recent developer blogs have got issues on them. Because I probably mentioned the word gun or something like that. I'm looking now, I'm scrolling back through my videos, 200 comments, 190, 190, 200, 250, 200, 170, 291. Let's keep going. 230, 116, 230, 150, 200, 256, 190, 246, 200, 200, 792 comments. What? I don't even know why this got... Oh, it's because I snapped. I finally snapped and had enough, that's why. 500 comments, 725 comments, 150 comments. So maybe I need to make some more content that's engaging to you. You can let me know what content you like, because as I sit up properly, you know, I don't know everything, do I, bro? I don't know what you like. I can have a guess. So what I used to do was I used to be like, and I still do this for 99% of videos, I will go, what video do I want to make? And I'll make that. Now, sometimes I think, what would they want? Because now I realise I actually have a bit of an audience, and I can be like, what would they want? I've never been in that position before, so I hold my hands up, guys. Like, I'm completely new to having an audience, be it small, big, whatever you think of my audience. Some people might see my audience and think it's big. Some people may think it's absolutely tiny. Whatever you think of it, I've never been in this position before, so I'm just hoping to improve. I'm hoping we can grow together and do that. So I guess I'm a bit wary that sometimes when I hop on Gears, the game is kind of entirely dead. I can play free-for-all for like 4 or 5 games. I can have some fun, do some challenges or whatever. Play a bit of King of the Hill, but then I'm bored, entirely bored. I can't pretend that I'm not. And being bored isn't a fun look. Sorry, I got distracted by the legendary come down with me. Cracking pasta dish. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm not moving on from Gears. I'm just hoping that these chats can, I don't know, do something. Help me, help you. Yeah, I guess we'll leave it there. You know, with these videos, I have no hopes, no expectations. I know these, quote, aren't the videos that some people are subscribed to, but I'm going to keep putting them out there because I find them quite therapeutic. I find talking through things quite therapeutic. So yeah, I guess we spoke about Gears 5, we spoke about some content, some numbers. I also think as well I should put some more time into YouTube streaming Twitch, if I want to be completely open and transparent with you, I made £120 from this month's Twitch, which is the third time I've ever been paid out, so big thank you. But there's also some weird numbers that go on there, where I know for a fact I had like 100 subs because I have a counter, and I know for a fact I had some cheers and some bits, and you get half the amount. So I should at least be getting like 200 plus, which again isn't enough to survive on. And I'm not throwing that back in your face. I am so appreciative of anybody that's allowed me to get a payout. Boy, I've been on the one view account grind on Twitch forever. So me even seeing a payout is like a prayer hand emoji moment. Let me tell you that for the truth. But the conversion rate, whatever's going on there, is a bit weird. The YouTube side, I have a join button that actually works for me. So when you join, that actually supports me and I get something from that. And that has allowed me to reach a threshold on YouTube because of the join button. After the 2 to 3 months of people joining, the combined amount has allowed me to reach a threshold. So that's huge. And I feel like I do these member only videos that maybe people don't know about, but maybe I don't do enough for my members. I hope I do. They get priority responses in comments. I always respond to them. I read them. I make the private videos for them. Maybe I should do some member-only streams on YouTube, but I feel like we don't have enough members to do a member-only stream. Because let's say I think I've got 15, which is fantastic. When I say we don't have enough, 15 is well more than enough to do a stream because I currently stream to 12 viewer average. But those members are going to be all over different time zones, aren't they? So they're probably not going to be able to all turn up at once, nor would I expect them to. So if that keeps growing, if the YouTube member side of things keep growing, that says to me I can dedicate more time to that. And that's just been honest and transparent. Because at the moment, Twitch is the thing that's taking up a lot of portion of my time because I find it very fun and I enjoy it. And YouTube doesn't quite do that because I can't play music, I can't do that fun stuff. Although maybe I can because I do kind of have the music now. I bought some licensed music, so maybe we could do that. But yeah, I mean, I could sit here and chat all day. I don't know if you guys enjoy these videos. Some things just pop onto my mind. I could sit here and talk about the consoles or other stuff, but you know the problem with wearing a red hat is the red hat overexposes your face so you look like you're really red, and then anyway. There's the video. Let me know. Do you enjoy these therapeutic chats? Are they awful? Do you wish they'd stop? Do you wish they'd continue? I don't know.